And I love how it says Peter, it says he stood up. It said he raised his voice. It said he proclaimed to them. And then it said he said, pay attention to my words. This is a different Peter than we saw in the Gospels that said the following before Jesus was hung on the cross. In the Gospel of Luke 22:57, it said, but he denied it, woman, I don't know him. In verse 14, there was a remarkable change in Peter. He had courage and boldness that was a complete contrast to his denials of Jesus before he was filled with the Holy Spirit. And guess what? The same Holy Spirit that gave Peter boldness is the same Holy Spirit inside of Christ's followers today. And we can learn this, that like Peter, we must declare the gospel message with boldness as we are participants in the King's mission. And remember, that sad statistic is that only 29% of unchurched Americans have ever had a Christian share the gospel with them. And now is not the time for us to remain quiet. Now is not the time for us to be passive. There are millions and millions of Americans that do not declare Christ as Lord. And like Peter, we are to be empowered by that same Holy Spirit that we are seeing in these verses today. Now is the time for us to boldly share the gospel. We must be as bold as lions. We must be as bold as a mother bear protecting her cubs. We must be as bold as a honey badger that is not afraid to fight against animals much larger than itself, like a crocodile. We must open our eyes, we must see the need, and we must boldly share the gospel news with those around us. So like Peter, let's stand up, let's use our voice, and let's proclaim the gospel.